was never really good playing role of the puppet. Too busy being me to be concerned with perception of the public. Everyone is buzzing, but everybody ain't thinking about a budget. I want ownership in something. Niggas get they wings.
Hey, it's your boy Jim's TV, man. I'll be back with another video for the channel, man. Gotta come at y'all. Real talk. I come correct. Man, I found myself early, like just going through yesterday, and I had like a slight bit of downtime. I'm just going through some of the discography of Benny the Butcher, of course, and 38 Spesh, right? And then I got to watching some of the Mav Hoffa interview with 38 Spesh and the Bag Fuel, and I'm listening to him talk, and I'm like, yo, he's setting it up for artists to have a business model the same way. Like, you can't ignore the hustle, right? So when I'm listening to 38 Spesh talk, I've watched a couple Blacc Sam interviews, and when he, with the rarity that he does them, I'm listening to the old Hove and Dame interviews. I'm listening to Master P's, the Babies, and I'm just listening. And I find a commonality in all of these gentlemen, right? The business mind. So when I'm listening to 38 Spesh talk, and he's having these business conversations and what artists should do and how artists should move and things like that, I do believe that a lot of MCs, a lot of R&B artists, when you had talent in general, when you can draw, when you can write, when you can sing, when you can rap, when you are creative, your talent gives you, it almost gives you an ego in a way, and you become entitled. Man, with the talent I got, I should be this and do this, and I should be here. And as an artist myself, I understand that. I feel that, right? And that's how I know it's some truth to it. But then there's another side to it. And, they talk about hard work. You can create at a very high level, at a very fast pace, because you have the talent, because you have the work ethic, the hard work that you want to put into it because you love it, right? The passion behind it, those things are true. And even when you have the talent and the hard work and the enthusiasm and all the creativity in the world, right? The one thing that you may not have as an artist, considering your background, considering where you come from, you may not have what they call the resources. Now, resources may be a team. You have to go and build one. Resources may be financial. You have to take whatever you can get financially, right? So if that's a 9-to-5, you take that. If you already out in the streets, get money, however you get money, whatever that is, you peel off some of that bread, you create a budget for whatever you may need artist-wise, right? So you're going to need money for beats if you don't make them yourself. But then that takes up time, so you kind of want to focus, right? Like, focus on, nobody is better at being you than you. So your story is unique to you as an artist, and how that's any level of creativity. So as I'm listening to, 38 Spesh, and, like I said, I dive down rabbit holes with all of the entrepreneurial artists, right? The thing about that is, when I getting back to the commonality, all of those gentlemen have relayed the same message, We're waiting. Oh, we get this deal, blah, 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 this, that, and the third, right? You can't, nobody can put you in a better position than you and your hard work and your plan and your execution of that plan, right? Sometimes you'll have to start that journey alone, right? And I believe that sometimes, starting that journey alone can be painful, when you go through those ups, you go through those downs, right? So when you think about it, some of those gentlemen had partners, right? To my knowledge, 38 Spesh had his brother, Lover Boy, I'm sorry, who unfortunately passed away a couple years ago. Nipsey had Blacc Sam, and Blacc Sam had Nipsey. They washed each other's hands. If you listen to the interviews in the background, and you listen to Big Sam's side of the story, Blacc Sam's side of the story, I'm sorry. When you listen to his side of the story, you know, especially recently, and if you really pay attention to Nip, Blacc Sam was doing what he was doing in service of their dream. And then when Blacc Sam got snatched up, and this doesn't mean that Nipsey wasn't doing this thing the whole time, because they were partners from the jump, you know. When Big Sam went to jail for his 2 years, he said when he came back, and while he was, you know, booked and, you know, dealing with his case, Nip was going up. And by the time he got home, Nipsey had his deal. Nipsey was Nipsey. So what Blacc Sam did was found a way to be helpful to baby bro. You know, and that was my turn to make sure you good so we can make sure we good, right? Same with Baby and Slim. You know, Baby had a Slim, you know, and for those who don't want to mention it, they had a gangster dealing with certain things or whatever like that. And it was Jay, Dame, Biggs, but Jay also had people like D-Haven on that one on the other side of the business or whatever. Leading up, you know, you always have people who are inspirational and pivotal and help you in different ways. So like Klein, when Klein did his interview, and he said he basically ain't want Jay to go to jail because he knew that man had talent, so he took charge, right? But that ain't had nothing. What Jay and Klein had ain't had nothing to do with the Haven, right? You know, D-Haven taught him the game, and Jay has never denied that, right? But then Jazzo taught him that part of the game. Dame gave him, like, so he has bits and pieces from all of these people who helped him. Now, however those relationships sour, that's not what this is about, right? I'm just saying that these people had teams and things in place around them. So as I listen to these commonalities, I'm like, ding, you know. Sometimes if you want to make it somewhere, it just can't be just you. And for a while there, sometimes you start the journey alone because maybe everybody don't believe, right? So you have to have the charisma, the wherewithal, and the knowledge to push forward to make others believe what they didn't believe before, right? And so that's the moral of this video. That's the nuggets I want to drop. So as I listen to this man's discography, I'm like, I'm just watching it. He putting in work. He putting in work. He putting in work. He putting in work. Same way with Benny. Same way with Westside and the Griselda movement. Same way with Ransom. Like, they put in, and they are not, by the stretch of imagination, they're not mainstream artists, right? They're not where a lot of people feel that their talent feel like they should be. But that's what they call an independent grind, because the machine puts people in the mainstream. Like, if you signed to a Def Jam, a Universal back in the day, that machine, those different branches of that corporation, it's a team for marketing, it's a team for with the videos, it's a team that deals strictly with the social media side nowadays. Like, those big labels have so many different branches that focus on so many different things. When an independent rapper or independent artist goes out there, what they have to do is build that same type of team. So if a indie artist goes goes to a major label for a 2-album deal. They come back. They stole, by then, once they figure out how the structure works, they stole the structure, they apply it to the independent grind. Or if you watch long enough, you'll see the independent grind. Or what most people do, once you start to build the bag and stack up your bread and you allocate your budget, okay, boom, this section of my bread is for beats. This section of my bread is for what I may need to pay a videographer for videos. If I can't edit myself, I need this guy to do the editing. You know, all you gotta do is create the art. You know, you just gotta write and make sure your plan is right and just go execute it, right? And that is what stuck out to me. Like, yo, this guy got a plan. Nobody can tell you how to be creative. It's a fan base for everybody. Everybody has a fan base. So, let's say that music too this, or it's too that, or that's too soft, or that's too aggressive. That music's too hard. That's probably not for those people. And yeah, every artist got to evolve and this, that, and third. But if you found your niche and what you're good at, why change that because this next person says you should? Nah, man, just do your thing. You know, just do your thing and everything will be all right. Do your thing. Focus. Rome wasn't built in a day. Kingdoms and empires weren't built overnight.